Bluebird, messenger of the skies. A story of sky-colored feathers, tenacity, and a tiny home real estate wars. In the heart of North America, where sunlit meadows stretch into woodland borders and fence posts sprout like bird perches on parade, a sudden shimmer of sky blue flutters past. It's not the sky falling, it's a bluebird soaring, with a cheerful warble and feathers that rival the clearest summer sky. The bluebird has long been nature's flying emoji of hope, joy, and renewal. But don't let its soft song and photogenic fluff fool you. This bird story is no mere featherweight fairy tale. Beyond those bright blue feathers lies a saga of ecological partnership, survival against the odds, and a beak to the grindstone work ethic that would put even the busiest human parents to shame. The bluebird family tree. There are three main bluebird species native to North America: eastern bluebird, the Kansas City sweetheart, western bluebird, living the West Coast life, the mountain bluebird, sky blue wanderers of the highlands. All three species prefer traditional habitats, places where open grasslands meet trees. Think orchards, pastures, prairie edges, and meadows. These spaces offer both the insects they need to eat and the trees, or well-placed nest boxes they need to raise their broods. It's the best of both worlds, land and sky. Here in Kansas City, the eastern bluebird reigns supreme. Once commonly found along every rural fence post and apple orchard, this bird, now a poster child for both conservation success and the power of a good nest box. Dress to impress, the color of confidence. The bluebird's brilliant coloring isn't just for show, it's evolutionary strategy with flair. The male eastern bluebird sports electric blue wings and a back, a warm reddish orange breast, and a clean white belly. This ensemble isn't the result of pigment. It's structurally coloration where microscopic feather structures scatter light to reflect only blue. Essentially, they're walking, chirping rainbows filtered through science. His radiant plumage serves two purposes: attracting a mate. His feathers say, "Hey there, I eat well, I'm healthy, and I can help raise a family." Defending territory. It's not so what a subtle way of saying, "Keep flying, pal. This patch of grass is spoken for." And it works. Each spring, the male arrives early to claim a nesting site, singing, fluttering, and showing off like an avian bachelors on reality TV. Love, nest, repeat. If a female bluebird finds the male's song and nest site worthy of her affection, the pair settles in. They don't waste time. Bluebirds can raise 2 to 3 broods per season if conditions are right. That's like having multiple families in the same summer with zero time for Netflix. They build their nest cavities. They build their nest in cavities, tree hollows, woodpecker holes, and man-made nest boxes. The female does most of the building, using grass, pine needles, and occasionally feathers. She lays 4 to 6 eggs, usually pale blue, though occasionally white, and incubates them for about 12 to 14 days, while the male stays nearby guarding the nest from threats, both feathered and fury. Fun fact: bluebirds are incredibly faithful to their nesting sites and partners, at least for the season. Unlike many bird species, bluebirds often co-parent all broods together. From nestling to first flights. Once the eggs hatch, it's a full-time job for both parents. The chicks emerge blind, featherless, and perpetually hungry. For the next 17 to 21 days, the parents provide an all-you-can-eat buffet of caterpillars, spiders, beetles, and other invertebrates. It's protein packed, bug based baby food. Then comes the moment of truth, fledgling day. It's an awkward, high stakes leap of faith from nest to air. Some chicks get it on the first try. Others look like they're trying to learn how to fly in the middle of a tornado. Either way, it's a miracle of instinct and evolution. A fragile bird hurling itself into a sky it's never known. Next comes the awkward teen phase, juvenile stage. 2 to 3 weeks after fledgling, bluebirds enter their I don't know what I'm doing with my feathers stage. Both male and female juveniles have speckled breasts and grayish blue wings and tails. Young males show brighter blue tones, beginning to peek through their awkward plumage. Young females tend to be more muted, with a soft brownish tinge. At this point, only experienced birders can confidently tell them apart, unless one is practicing love songs a little too loudly. Growing into glory, sub-adult to adult. By 3 months, the bluebird glow up is nearly complete. Adult males dazzle with that famous deep royal blue, sunset orange breast, and a crisp white belly. Adult females, though, less flamboyant, still shine with a soft blue-gray wings, warm russet chest, and a dignified air of understated elegance. It's the bird equivalent of a tuxedo and classy evening gown, ready for courtship season all over again. From abundance to near absence. In the early 1900s, bluebirds were common across Missouri. They thrived in agricultural landscapes, pastures, orchards, and fence-lined roads offered insects and cavities galore. But the 1950s brought darker skies. Invasive species like the house sparrow and European starling aggressively outcompeted bluebirds for nesting space. Widespread pesticide use decimated their food supply. Suburban expansion wiped out critical habitat and tree cavities. By the 1970s, bluebird numbers were in a tailspin. Conservation with a hammer and a heart. Cue the comeback story. In the 1970s and 80s, concerned citizens, bird enthusiasts, and scientists rallied behind the bluebird. Across Missouri and the nation, they began building nest boxes, and lots of them. Bluebirds don't dig their own cavities, so these wooden sanctuaries were game changers. The Missouri Bluebird Association, Aubendare's chapters, scout troops, and everyday backyard birders all contributed. Trails of nest boxes sprouted up across public parks, private farms, and even golf courses. Today, areas like Swope Park, Blue River Greenway, and Powell Gardens support thriving bluebird populations. It's one of the greatest modern examples of success, grassroots wildlife conservation. Winter. Bluebirds in burr mode. While bluebirds migrate south for winter, some stick around Kansas City year-round. As insect populations dwindle, they shift their menu from bugs to berries, especially sumac, holly, dogwood, and juniper. They form loose flocks in winter, roosting in sheltered woodlots or even nesting boxes, if they're available. On a snowy day, a sudden flutter of blue feathers among bare branches feels like a love note from warmer months. Final chirp. More than just a pretty bird. The bluebird isn't just a flash of color or a symbol of song, lyrics. It's a living reminder that even fragile things can be resilient. With the help from humans and a dash of determination, bluebirds have reclaimed their place in our skies and hearts. So the next time you see a bluebird perched on a fence post, remember, it's not just a bird. It's a survivor, a song, a sky-colored miracle with wings. Bonus bird bits. Did you know bluebirds can have up to 3 broods a year? Some serious egg productivity. Their song is a soft, warbling, cheerful charmer, often described as sounding hopeful. Bluebirds don't peck wood, so they rely entirely on others for cavities, including you, dear nest box builder. A group of bluebirds is sometimes called a charm. How charming is that?